everyone, this is Sophia coming at you from the Vintage Garage. This is actually my very first YouTube video and I'm very excited about this. Recently I've had a lot of requests on showing detail on pieces of furniture. So today that's what I'm going to do. I currently, up until this point, have been using the Annie Sloan collection, which I love her paint. Her paint is phenomenal, but it's really not too cost effective for me personally. So I actually have decided to make my own chalk paint, and I finally came out with the exact consistency that it needs to be, and I've had a few people sample it on their furniture pieces, and it's turned out wonderfully. So why don't we go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you the products that you need to bring out some detail in your furniture piece, and then we will go from there. Okay, this is my chalk paint that I made, and the consistency is just right, exactly what I like, and it's very similar to the Annie Sloan collection. And then this right here is actually my own wax that I made. Okay, and you put that on after, and I'll show you that in the video. And then this is the cheesecloth, and this is awesome. You'll go through this a lot. You can get this at Home Depot. And then this is also, I love this. This is gold. There's many different glaze colors that you can choose from. This one is my favorite. And then also a sander, because I actually like to bring a little bit of the wood finish back out of the pieces. I think it makes it look more vintagey. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put on one coat of my chalk paint on here. And I don't know if you have on furniture use like any type of latex, any type of satin paint, any type of flat finish paint. But when you use a regular paint on a piece of furniture, you tend to have to do many layers of paint, and the paint doesn't go very far. With this one jar right here, I only have to do 2 layers of paint, 2 coats, whichever you choose to say, and it looks phenomenal. And you could do the wax finish to finish off your piece, and it looks phenomenal, and add the detail with the glaze. So I'm going to go ahead and show you right here on this piece. This piece has a lot of detail. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of give you a little sample of my chalk paint when it goes on. If you see, with regular paint, you would have to sand this piece down, and then you would, be able to do the process of painting it. But if you could see, just with this one coat of paint, it covers it phenomenally. And then you would only have to do one other layer of paint on this. So I just wanted to go ahead and give you a sample to show you the paint on here. And then on the other side, it's already been painted with 2 coats of paint, so that I can go ahead and show you how to put the glaze on and how to put the wax on. So we're going to go ahead and come over here. And this right here is basically where I'm going to be doing most of my detailing to bring out the detail in your furniture piece. Most furniture pieces, you don't want to leave it one solid color. You want to bring out the detail in the piece. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down a little bit. You can choose to do it in whichever step process you would prefer to do it in. I like to sand it down a little bit first to give it more of a little bit of a rough look, to kind of bring just a little bit of the brown out. And you can tell that I've used this quite a bit. But I only like like I said, just a little bit of it to come out. But see how it just brings a little bit of that out just on the detail? So you can see the brown coming back through just a little bit. Just enough. Okay. And then what I am going to do is I like to actually do the gold next, and I put it on the cheesecloth, okay, and then I dab it in whatever areas I would like for it to be, and of course you might get it in certain areas that necessarily are not wanting it in. You can go back over with a coat of my chalk paint or whatever paint you're using. This is honestly my favorite glaze, is the gold glaze. It's very pliable. It comes off very easy as well. And it just gives like a very unique finish on your furniture. Like I said, you can use as much or as little as you like. I like a lot, so I like a lot of detail, and I like pieces to kind of shine, so. And it kind of comes up easy too on the chalk paint, which is nice. Which is something that's very different from the regular latex, flat, satin finish paints that you get at just your local Home Depot or Lowe's, whichever store you use. And then I'm going to take just a little bit, this, like I said, is my homemade wax, and I'm going to use it on here. Now I apply it like this. You can do it any way you want, and then I use my cheesecloth on here to kind of dab it through to get it to stick in the little grooves of the furniture. Actually, doing simple little projects like this are very simple. You just need the step process. And I'm really passionate about doing it. I love doing this. And I can pretty much do any style. As long as you can show me an image, I can usually recreate that. This is just a personal one I'm doing, just for show, so. And then you go back through with a clear piece of like the cheesecloth. And if you don't have cheesecloth, feel free to use a rag. The cheesecloth just makes, you know, the glaze and all this stuff go a little bit further. And that's just a little bit on detailing. This is my first video coming at you from the Vintage Garage. And please make sure that you visit thevintagegarage.co. That's my website. And then also tune into my YouTube channel, vintagegarage.co.